Alright, we made it with a little bit of difficulty on the directions, but if you come in from here, which is where we came, and you're going to drive around and park over here in this parking area, and then the trail we're going to hike is right here in front of us. So this is the Elkmont area, and I assume this is the James Creek Trail. It says Cumberland Gap Trail 0.7 miles, Meg's Mountain Trail 0.8, Jake's Gap 3.7. But I don't think we're going that far. So this is a trail I have not done before. As you can see, my wife is with me again. She doesn't like to be on camera, so I won't film her too much. But before we get started, if you need directions on how to get here, those will be coming up right now. Okay, for today's hike, when you get up here to the Townsend Y, you need to make a left, and that is assuming that you're driving from the Maryville-Alcoa area. So if you were to make a right here, you would go towards Cades Cove, but we're actually going to make a left. And hopefully I did say left. And then you just have to wait a while for all the traffic coming from both directions, which right now it's not too horrible, but it's spaced out just enough, so we had to wait. So from the Townsend Y heading towards Gatlinburg, it takes about 25 minutes to get to the entrance here at Elkmont. And this is Elkmont Campground. Turn right in here. Alright, so you'll make a left towards the Elkmont Nature Trail. That's where we're gonna hike. So I'm pulling here. So I've already filmed my closing credits, but I'll edit this back in. But down here where you park, here are some of the cabins that are still here, and I think probably in the process of being remodeled. There's another one. But some of these are open. They say, welcome, this structure is open to visitors. But it is dark, and we're not going to be able to see much. Owner 1919 Daniel Briscoe, Ford dealer, wife Annie. And yeah, I don't know if that's going to help much at all. Man, this is a cool place. Oh, there's the bathroom. I don't know how you get in there. I guess they walled it off. Ooh. Probably. Step. Oh, sorry. I want to open it. Ooh, steps. Oh. Yeah. Oh, it's a little sink. Yeah, this is probably not going to show up at all on the video. Neat. Ooh, steps going up. Going into another one here. Met some people in that last one, so I had to shut the video off just a little early. Alright, let's see. Let's go in this way. And make a left. Pretty cool tile on the floor. Another little room. And I think they've walled off the bathrooms. Yeah, you can't see it, but there's a toilet and a sink and a little tub. Let's see if there's anything in there. A little storage area. Backs up to the water. I can hear it. And looks like that one is probably just goes outside. They've got it screwed shut so you can't get in. Go through here. Kitchen area. Screened in porch. Little screen door. No screen. I guess it's not a screen door if it doesn't have a screen, does it? And then I think this just goes right back around. So, all kinds of little rooms. I'm not going to go in all of these, but I did see this one. It looks kind of neat. Yeah, this is probably my style right here. One room, fireplace. There's no bathroom. What am I saying? There is a bathroom. Voila! Out in the woods. I guess I need to go a little slower. I'm probably making motion sickness. But I'm gonna go out here. And there's another little structure. What's in this one? So this one did have a little sink. It's got another little room back here. A door where you can go out. And it does have an actual screen in it. You can see out the window. Little sink. This looks like one of the bigger cabins. Definitely much nicer than the one I just came from. And that one does have a shower and a toilet and a sink. I figure out, is that a little... it's just a place in the wood. It almost looked like a little shelf built in. I was like, man, that's cool if it was. And a fireplace. And man, I hope this shows up. It's so dark. I didn't bring a light. This one actually looks like it. There's lights in it. The power's not on. That would have been awesome if that would have worked. Little sink area. Back deck area. Another bathroom. It's got a toilet and a little sink. And then, I don't know if this would have been maybe the kitchen with the sink. Maybe an old freezer or ice box. Some cabinets. A room here. I think this is the last room. So I'm sure they built this in just so that you could see it. That was probably not there originally. And there comes my wife across the street. But there's a ton of these cabins down through here. Alright, so head back out. I'll get one more shot of the street, but I'm not going to go in all of these. So that's where we parked. As you can see, the different cabins down through here, and some of them are being renovated and they're not open. All the ones that have these green welcome signs, you can go in. And then, I mean, there's several. But as I said before, I had already filmed the ending of the video, and I will loop this back in at some point, and then you'll see the ending. So don't freak out when this shows back up closer to the beginning of the video, or even the middle or somewhere. I gotta figure out where I'm gonna put this one, but oh, I gotta check this out real quick. I don't know what it is. What the heck? It's either a fire pit or a well or something. But look at this. Cabin number 5. Now that is sweet. You're not going to be able to see it, but there's a little fireplace here and a little window. And let's see what this goes. Ooh, that's a tight squeeze. Ugh. Good thing I'm little. My guess is maybe this is where the bathroom was, the outhouse. I'm gonna see if I can walk around the back. That looks like a little. Wow, that's a tight squeeze, and I'm kind of a little person, so anyhow, let's walk around here in the back. Well, those were the two I went in just a minute ago, the smaller ones, and then you've got this wall back here, which is blocking off, I guess, to keep people from falling down the ravine. But there's that little window. I just saw it when I looked through, but the wall that comes down through here. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna film. But like I said, I'll edit this back in, and you can see for yourself. But this is definitely a neat area. Didn't know that it existed. Lived here all my life. I've never been up here, so. Last thing, I promise. I'm not going to film any more of this stuff, but I did want to show you, there was the Appalachian Clubhouse. Appalachian Clubhouse. Building accessible by scheduled site visit or reservation. But I'll show you what the outside looks like. Definitely a big place. I'm gonna walk around to the back real quick. Man, this must have been nice. So there is the camping area back here, but just to give you an idea, I mean, this building is pretty long. can't see in, and I'm worried that if I look in, something's gonna look back at me. If I see something moving there, I'm knocking you down. Alright, so that's it, I promise. And this is a trail I've not done before. My wife actually hiked this last week with her best friend Sandra. Yes, Sandra, I'm giving you a shout out because you made a comment. I didn't say anything about the last trail, so there you go. And so Bridge, say hi to the 17 people of YouTube that will see this video. But give me just a few minutes and I'll strap this over to my chest mount, and we'll get started. All right, so we just got started, and just want to show you this real quick. Apparently, like this, the Elkmont area was established in around the 1840s, and then it became a logging community, and then a resort area, I believe, at some point. But here are some of the remains of the original cabins that were here. I don't know if you can see this rock pile. And then let me get up here to where we can see another one. But here's some of the foundation. It looks like this probably would have been the steps going in. And then the fireplace, I would assume. And then you can see this is right on the water, which is a awesome view. And then up here's one that's got a little bit more of the foundation and structure left. You can definitely make out the chimney. It's going to get this shot right here first of the water, and some kind of a structure down here at the bottom out of concrete. Don't know if that would have been a bridge or something to do with maybe getting some water up, or a early water grist mill. I don't know what it would have been, but anyway, this is my first time to the area, so I'm seeing this for the first time like you are if you're watching this video. But that actually has an old antenna up at the top, so they would have had TV reception. I would assume, though, that was later on when it became a resort area. And then I believe after a certain period of time, when the national park was formed, a lot of these homes were bought, and then it looks like they were eventually torn down since nobody was living here. Some more of the fireplaces. I think there's one more over here. One last fireplace. I mean, it looks like it's still got coals in it. Somebody burnt a fire, which is odd. But anyway, we're right off the trail. The trail's literally just right here, so you'll be able to see it pretty quickly. And I mean, we haven't walked, we weren't 60 seconds in. Well, at least for the first part of the trail, it is paved with asphalt. I don't think it continues all the way like that, but at least this part is for now. There's another off in the distance. A really tall chimney from one of the other cabins, I believe. And then, I don't know if you can see it from here, but there's another chimney, and there's another chimney. So I don't know if that would have been two separate ones, or if that was a larger one that may have had two fireplaces, one on each end of the cabin. And I would normally say that on a really short hike like this, we probably won't see a bear, but man, with my wife with me, she's the lucky charm. We might see one. Fingers crossed. All right, let me get this real quick. You're probably tired of seeing steps and stones and chimneys, but all right, so this would have been the steps up to the house. There's the fireplace. I assume that was probably another fireplace at one point. And then over here to the left, I don't know if I can get up there to it or not. I don't think I can. Or can I? Oh yeah, still got it. So here's another one. Quite a bit of the foundation, actually. If you can see it, does have some mortar, which is pretty cool. And the foundation goes all the way back to here. So this would have been a fairly large building. And the way this is dug down, I don't know if this would have been another room with a steps going up. Here's the steps from this side, and then the chimney. Still some ashes in there too. But anyway, that's pretty cool. I mean, this is a rather short trail, but looks like it's got a lot of different places to stop and see some neat sights. All right, it looks like this is one that is being restored. So I assume when this was a resort area, which would have been a lot more modern than probably what I was thinking in my mind. But yeah, definitely a lot more modern. But my guess is that's what the majority of these probably looked like at the time. But definitely some lumber out here. It's like upstairs, the screened-in porch area. Not bad. Just needs a little love and paint. Alright, so here's the cabin we were looking at, and it says, the house before you was once leased by Colonel David Chapman, a successful Knoxville businessman and member of the Appalachian Club. He became a driving force in the effort to create the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So, that's where David Chapman would have stayed. So you're going to come to a split here, and it says Jake's Creek Trail to the left. So we'll continue to go this way. It looks like we get to go up here across a bridge. Unlike my wife, who is also named Bridge. Isn't that right, Bridge? You're not even paying any attention. I said we were going to cross a bridge. I was like, that's my wife's name, Bridge. That was awesome. So, yes, it is a small bridge. Oh, turn your watch on to clock our distance. Alright, so a little bit of an incline and covered with leaves. But definitely a pretty sight. Got several other people on the trail. It's Friday afternoon. We're trying to get a hike in before it gets dark. And this was a short one. But definitely a lot of people up here. Weather's perfect. Alabama's coming in town tomorrow to play the Tennessee Vols. So I'm sure we've got a lot of Alabama people visiting. So welcome to those. And hopefully it's a good game tomorrow. Well, let's see, what is it? Probably an old gate with some of the wiring left in it. Hopefully there's no power going to it, because I just touched that wire. That would have been dangerous. That was definitely a gravel road through most of this now. Still a little bit of an incline. Overall, not too bad. Cumberland Gap Trail, Little River Trail, 2.3 miles. And then Meg's Mountain Trail, 0.1 back the way we're going, and Jake's Gap, 3 miles. Well, we walked about 150 feet and we come up to another split in the trail. Let's see what this one says. Curry Mountain Trail, 4.1 miles that way, and the Sinks, 9.5 miles that way. No thank you. No thank you at all. Cumberland Gap Trail's where we just came from, so that must have been that little intersection. Jake's Creek Parking is where we were at, 0.8, and then Jake's Gap, 2.9 this way. So when you get to that intersection, stay to the left. Alright, so we think that when you see this here, these rocks, a set of rocks, use that as a landmark in this big vine, if you can see that. Then you walk up a little ways farther, and there is a trail that breaks off here to the right. And we assume this is the correct direction to go, so we're going to find out. If not, we'll have to go up the trail a little bit farther. But there's supposed to be a cabin back here. Whoa. I just about did the splits. I didn't bring my walking stick with me, and I'm depending on my 2 legs here. That's probably not good. And let's work our way down. And by the way, the leaves are pretty, but man, they're making the trail much, much slicker than what I'm used to. So what my wife is telling me right now is she thinks this is probably not the trail. I'm gonna go down just a little ways farther, and we'll see what's down here, regardless if it's where we think we're supposed to be or not. I can hear water. Not it? All right, so she is saying this is definitely not it. I'm gonna walk a few feet further since I'm already down here. Never know. Might find something pretty cool. Oh yeah, a big old mud hole. All right. So, not a complete waste, definitely not where we were headed, but pretty neat little site regardless. The problem is, we got about 2 hours before it gets dark, so I can't spend too much time here, but yeah, I like it, even though this was not the destination we were looking for. Still pretty awesome. So, we'll go back up there where my wife's standing in the orange jacket, and hopefully I won't fall on the way back up or step in this big mud hole. And we'll try it again here in just a second, see if we can find the right path. All right, so we walked maybe 3 more minutes and got to the right spot. I don't know if you can see with the sun or not. Let me get in the shade here. But anyway, there's a tree that's kind of fallen up through here. I don't know if you can see it across, and the sun's in our eyes, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this on the GoPro, but let me get an angle from here. You can see that it's kind of worn down, and there's actual some steps right here. So let me go down here, and I'll turn around and film it so that you can see it. But there's the steps. So that's what you're looking for. And then follow this path. This is the 101 guide for how to get lost in the woods. Now, we have a pretty decent idea of where we're headed. We just didn't know the right spot, but we found it. How far do we go back, do you know? Okay. All right. We do have to cross the water in a minute, so I'll film that when we get up here. Or just keep it rolling. Ooh, another mud hole. Huh? Oh, right here? Yep, definitely a place to fall. Straddle this pole, yeah. Yeah. That didn't sound good. Ugh. Got it? Ah, okay. Yeah, that wasn't that far. Just gotta be careful where you step. Definitely some places to sink down, and you can't really tell with the leaves. Got it? Ooh, it did rain a little bit yesterday, but it was a very quick kind of thunderstorm, but it's made it just enough to make things a little bit treacherous. So here we are on this little wooden bridge. Take a picture of this. Try not to drop my phone in the water because that would stink. And we will cross. Man, this is one of the longer bridges like this I've had to cross, so I wasn't too sure about that. And then climb up this area. So I really don't know how far we go before we get to this cabin, but I'm not going to make you watch the whole thing, so I will film some. Oh wait, there it is. I was about to cut it off, but man, we're there. We are, there it is. Huh. I mean, who knew? How would you know? There's no sign or anything. Yeah, there's a sign up here. That's not helpful at all. Welcome to the place you didn't know existed. Avent. Is it Avent or Avent? Avent. Do what? Yeah, maybe. Oh. All right. We have to enter from the back of the cabin apparently, but take a quick picture. That's not a good angle at all. All right, got that. So let's circle around here. There are. Oh. Does it enter through this door? Well, there's another door here. I'm gonna see what's up here real quick. I think there might be another couple in there, so I didn't want to barge in and give them a heart attack. There's a homemade seat. But here's the cabin from the back side here. Get a picture of it. Back up just a little bit here. Nice. All right. So did you go on this side door? Did you go in this one?
Oh, yeah. That's what we do. I'm going to look.
You sure they're in there?
I said if you do it,
Oh.
you said there's a rock up there,
Yeah.
but when you leave, you have to pop it.
Oh. Well, I'll just knock. Hello? Nobody here. Nobody here. Or maybe there is upstairs. Yeesh. All right, so I don't know if you can even see this with it being dark, but there's the fireplace. And unless they're upstairs, I knocked. So here's this little area. Please leave door closed, especially at night. Keep door closed at all times. So that's closed.
Just the sun.
Oh, so we can sign in. I'll let you do that. Your penmanship's better than mine. Today I think is the 14th. Yes, October the 14th. Yeah, been several people up here. Huh. So there's the old stove. Here's the view from the front porch. Definitely not have to worry about anybody bothering you up here. That looks like it opens in some form or fashion. It probably slides. Oh, I don't want to mess with it. End up breaking it. And then there's your place to stay and sleep. And I'm gonna go up here real quick. That's a little squeaky. And I doubt you can even see it, but there's an old bed frame, mirror, and then it just looks off down below. So this is really the only space you got up here. But I mean, for this size cabin, this would definitely help give you a little bit more living space, sleeping space. Let me go up a little bit farther just to make sure you can see it. I got that GoPro on my chest, so I can't really tell. And that's squeaky. Need some WD-40. What's this here? Do not remove. Yep. Alright, well, I'm assuming this needs to be shut. Can't get too close to it because I'll go sliding down the mountain, but definitely a neat view. Coming up on another bridge over the water. And a homemade bench. I love these for some reason. It's a nice view. The water running off from the side too. Huh? It does look newer. Alright, so we were going to try to go all the way up here to where this trail intersects another one, but we're starting to run out of daylight. It's almost 6 o'clock, and then we got to make it all the way back down to the end of the trail. So maybe I can come up here at another day and see where this ends. But anyway, this started at Elkmont campground, and then I think it's called Jake's Gap Trail. We were able to go see the Avent cabin. And it didn't really take that long. I'm not sure what the full distance, but to this point, I think we're at right now is probably around 2 miles. So not that bad. But we're just running out of daylight, so we got to turn around. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please hit the like button. Definitely hit the subscribe button if you don't care. That way when I post some new videos, they'll pop up. And just pass the word, so others will hopefully see some of these videos and decide if this is a trail that they would like to hike. So thanks again. Until next time, we'll see you.